Hi guys. Today we're going to be talking about gastronomic terminology in the kitchen. Yes, and here I have velouté, cream, soup, puree, biscuit, consommé, and minestrone. So I'll start by explaining this firstly. Velouté, uh, main ingredient for velouté it's butter, flour, and stock. It's one of the mother sauce, and you can use it to make any other sauce by adding different kinds of ingredient to it to form other sauce. Velouté, when you want to start making your velouté, what you need to do first is heat the butter in a pan, in a very hot pan. You heat your butter, then add your veggies to it: carrot, celery, shallot, onion. Saute it. Make sure you don't form any color on it, and then you stir in your flour to make a roux. After that, make sure you don't have any lumps. You just add your stock. Could be fish stock, could be chicken stock, could be beef stock, and allow it to cook for a while until you have a good consistency of the soup that you want to make. And while making and cooking your soup, you should also add bouquet garni. What's bouquet garni? In I will also explain that later on what bouquet garni is, so you get to know what that is. And after your soup is done, you pass it through a chinois, then your velouté sauce is ready. Secondly, we have creme. Creme, it's also one of the French sauce, and you can call it white sauce and or bechamel sauce. It's basically also I can call it. For me, I could say it's a bechamel sauce. The only difference is just the heavy cream you're adding to it. So how do we make this cream? All you need to, the same way you heat your pan and you heat the butter in the pan and add your flour also to make a roux. Then you add your milk. After you add your milk, you allow it to cook for a while also. Then you bring in your heavy cream, add salt and white pepper to taste. That's it for the cream. Yeah. Also, when we talk about soup, also we can make soup. It's very easy to make in your pot or saucepan. Bring in, you saute with a little butter. Saute your veggies also. Depends on the kind of soup you're making. Also, saute your veggies, then add your stock. Could be chicken stock, it could be beef stock, it could be fish stock also. But if you're making, it depends on the flavor you want. Some people can use fish stock to make fish soup, while they can use every other stocks to make any other kind of soup they want to make. So I will recommend you use maybe a beef stock or a chicken stock in your soup. Then you stir in your stock, then allow it to cook. All you need to do is add, if it's spinach, you want to make spinach soup, then you add the spinach. After cooking, you blend it with a blender, and it becomes it becomes very smooth. So from your soup, you can also make a puree, because here I have puree, and puree is anything that is complete, something that is completely smooth. So when you make a food completely smooth, you call it puree. So that's it. And biscuit, here I could say biscuit. It's a it's a kind of soup that you can use lobster or prawn, or let's say seafood, to make, and it's quite easy. Mostly, biscuit, you I would say one time we made it in school. We use a prawn. We 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 roasted the prawn in the oven for aroma, to make it the smell burn, like strong, not complete, not burnt though, but we just wanted to dry it in the oven a bit. Then after that, we saute the prawn in a tomato paste with other ingredients, onions, carrot, and after that, everything, garlic, add a bit, little bit of garlic, Then we add our stock and cream to it, and after that, we we you blend it to be completely smooth also, and add a cream and pass it through a chinois. So that was how we made our biscuit. And when we talk about consomme, it's a kind of soup that you use egg white to clarify. So it's the same way of cooking your soup, mixing your vegetable in the egg white, put it in a pot, add your meat stock or fish or chicken stock to the in the pot, and make sure it's completely covered. The pot is completely covered. Then you start cooking. Before you know it, your consomme is ready, because the residue, all of them, comes on top of the pot when you have a very clear soup underneath it. So when it's a very, 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 very nice soup, there will be the egg white makes it clarifies, it takes out all the fat and everything from the soup. So that's consomme. And when we talk about minestrone is something in a French word. It means large soup, very big soup. So it's combining all vegetable of your choice together and making a very big soup. Add tomato. You can add also tomato paste to it. Add cranberry peas, and also pasta or maybe rice to eat, or any leftover food you have in your house. You can combine it also to make this minestrone soup. Yeah. That's it for pottage. And if you want to talk about dressing, here I have mayonnaise, vinaigrette, and sauce remoulade, and Rhode Island. Mayonnaise. What mayonnaise is a dressing for salad, like we know. How do we make mayonnaise? Quite simple. Egg yolk, red wine vinegar, mustard, and salt to taste. You could add a bit of what is it called? Maybe a little bit of lemon. Also, just add an oil. Sorry, olive oil. How do you make your mayonnaise? Mayonnaise, you put your egg yolk in your plate, or you could use a machine also to make your mayonnaise. Yeah, with the hand also, it's the same. You can either make it with your hand or with a machine. It's the same way. Just add your egg yolk first, add your red wine vinegar and your mustard, and you start whisking consistently, continually. Then you add bit by bit your olive oil. So half in my school, then my chef would say add I think two what is this called again? Cups of olive oil, deciliter, 2 cup of deciliter, and maybe you can make the other one of the normal oil, rupsho oil. It could be 5 liters or 4 liters. So, but just make you have deciliters. I mean, 1 deciliter, or 4 deciliters, 5 deciliters. 1 liter of oil actually you need for this. Then you start adding it gradually, and while you are adding it, you keep consistently whipping your sauce. Before you know it, it will form into great mayonnaise. That's how you make mayonnaise. So it's quite easy to make. And vinaigrette, all you need in your vinaigrette is also you need oil, lemon, like I was saying concerning the vinaigrette sauce, I said earlier that you need red wine vinegar and roots oil, normal oil, and a little bit of mustard, salt, and sugar, and a bit of pepper. Mix everything together, then you have your vinaigrette. And sauce remoulade is also, it's similar to tartar sauce. It's yellowish sometimes, depends on what you add to it. You could add maybe paprika to it, and you could get another kind of color and flavor. You could add curry also to it. So all it's just like, it's similar to tartar. You need mayonnaise, add your pickles, you add your capris to eat, and maybe paprika, pica chilies, and so on, whatever you want to add to it. It's just quite like tartar sauce. And we'll say Rhodo Island. Rhodo Island. First, when I was when I saw this word Rhodo Island, I was like, it's an island in Greece. Actually, I've been there, and I was like, Rhodo Island. What has Rhodo Island got to do with kitchen? But anyway, I had to make my research, and I found out that it's a sauce also, and this sauce is based on mayonnaise. Yeah, yeah. Like like I was saying, the Rhodo Island is based on mayonnaise. Also, you still add. It's the same. Like, they're all the same way, and you add pickle, mustard, paprika, ketchup. Just mix everything together. Orange juice, then lemon juice, olive oil. You mix everything in the mayo, then you get your Rhode Island sauce. And that's that for the salad dressing. Now I'm going to talk about seafood dishes. We have base, we have quenelle, we have oily langoste, salmon fume, salade de crevette, soto moyo, and poison à la manure, waleska, and gambas pil pil. Okay. Yeah, bolognese, it's a seafood soup, shellfish. So all you need, the main ingredients is the shellfish, your tomato, onion, garlic, and bouquet garni, and all spices, bay leaf, thyme, and at the end you add some butter to the soup. It's a very nice soup to make. And only the next I have is quenelle. Here I said quenelle. It's a cream fish with a light egg binding formed to form an egg-like shape. There's a way you make it. It's a kind of shape. I don't know. You make it that way and to form an egg-like shape. Quenelle. It's a cream fish with a light egg binding to form a quenelle. Why oily? Oily is a fish dipped in butter and fried. Make a batter and you fry the fish. Why, when we say langoste is a spiny lobster, also called langustas. Uh, Salmon film, it's a salmon that has been smoked. Salmon that has been smoked. And sotomayor, it's a name of someone. Actually, I tried to search for something. I couldn't understand. They were just giving me pictures of somebody else. So, but we'll talk about that later. At the moment, I will jump to Poisson à la mignon. I said it's a French dish of fish dipped in a flour and fried. So it's this poisson à la mignon. It's a French dish of fish, a fish dipped also in a flour. Put your fish in the flour. Salt. First of all, you add your salt before you put in the flour. Then you fry it. Why Waleska? It's a garnish for fish. Gambes peel. It's a prawn dish. Also, I'm done with the seafood dishes. Now I'm going to talk about. Um, sorry. Just a moment. Oh, what am I doing?